welcome to the PLDcloud Interviews. This is episode 3 with your boy andreApocalypto. Here is yours truly,
PLDjules. Hello.
Oh yeah, and we're just here to start off the new year with a bang, you know? Just get you guys a little bit more informed and a little bit more brought up to date on the group itself. And the group that I'm speaking of is PLD, PeaceLoveDreams. So, we just have a couple of questions for PLDjules. First question we have today for PLDjules is, what do you think of PLD as a group?
I think that PLD does, like as a group, I think that the messages that we've had in the past kind of conflict with a lot of the messages that that the PLD group has been going for. Like in the beginnings, it was literally peace, love, and dreams, but it's really easy getting sucked into kind of like the more hype music crowd. A lot like. You see one other like local artist make a bunch of money off like one or two hype rap singles, and then you think that's the way that it should go. Like that's the easy way out. And I think that PLD has kind of tried to go onto that and should step away from it, because that's not like, that wasn't PLD and that wasn't our original message. That wasn't the way that we went about things. As a movement, I think that it still does help put a voice for issues and things and relate, like, it kind of can give us like communication for issues that we don't really talk about much anymore. A lot of people just believe that, like, oh, singing about drugs, singing about music, singing about like fucked up drug and Molly nights, like, yeah, like that's a thing, but that's not, like, it's more than just that. It's underlying, and that needs to be kind of like monitored in and of itself. But I think PLD does a good job at giving people a voice and an outlet for those things.
Okay, well, thank you for your input, bro. We have another question for you, man. We need to know, what do you think PLD will do in the future? As a music group and as a
PLD
movement?
needs to kind of keep it more in the community. We're in the age of technology. We're in the time where we can reach out and branch out to people, and like it's just as easy as sharing a link or like retweeting, tweeting Facebook. But like we have to like PLD, like we're still kind of a smaller group. We're still developing, we're still getting our ideas set up, and I think that in the future we need to really keep in mind like who our audience is. It's easy to just like make music and hope that it'll pick up an audience of people who like it, but then once we get to a certain point we have to realize what our audience likes, what our audience does, and kind of work in relation with that, because that's what music's supposed to do. It's supposed to connect to people. Mm-hmm. It's supposed to vibe with people in a certain way. And that's what I really don't like about a lot of other music nowadays, is that there's nothing to really connect to. It's almost like people just like a good beat, and if it sounds hype and it gets them in a mood to dance, they're like, oh, that's connection. I'm like, no, that's not real connection. Like, really, like, the music that people should be listening to should be something that like speaks to them on a more like internal level. And I think that PLD's done that before, and I think that it can do that again in the future.
And what do you think the group will do as a movement without music being a factor?
Internet space and internet audience is easier to be in touch with and easier to be on board with. But what's really cool about it is that there's no hands-on need for internet. Like, you can kind of do that as you go. Like,
we will probably branch out more towards community the way that you want it to happen, but be more hands-on, or do you see like the group reaching out to the world or something like that on the internet?
I think some of the more hands-on things that PLD should go about should be like kind of reaching out to other music groups and other communities. Everyone's so caught up in the competition, the game of it all, that people lose sight of like what their original message and original content was. And what happens is that like if PLD is competing with some other music group who's competing with some other music group, and we're all trying to like meet up with the same audiences because we want to just get a couple extra listeners or a couple extra viewers on a video a week, what happens is that we start making content that doesn't match up with our audience, and also like the overall quality of content between all three groups falls. And I think that rather, instead of trying to be like, oh, well, we're making this, and this is our hype album, our depressed album, whatever, so be it. And there's other groups like, oh, we're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna kind of put a little couple spins on it. Like, if we're already working on the same shit, why not just work together? Why not just bring other people into the group? Like other groups and other music groups have collaborated before, even outside of PLD. And I think that it's like if we're all in the same local community trying to give a voice for our local community, then we all need to work together on it, because that's the only way that the voice will gather in numbers.
Yeah, I really like that response.
Yeah.
That was great. Groups get very competitive all the time, but like literally, PeaceLoveDreams is supposed to be inviting to everybody, so that makes
that's kind of why I felt as if because of the competition of it all, and because of all the other groups that have been like popping up in South Bend recently, and all these other people producing and making music,
there's been a lot of them.
Like everyone just thinks that like if you're not my friend, you're my enemy. And I'm like, that's not a mindset we should have much anymore. Like that's not like, we have to keep in mind that we still all live in the same community. We still all benefit and reap the benefits from each other. Why not just make more benefits for everyone to reap?
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. 2017, don't burn bridges. Open up fire lanes and bike lanes.
Oh. Okay.